Today, we are going to be focusing on evaluating resources for research. The objectives for this lesson are for students to compare information about sources to determine if they are appropriate to use. Students will identify features of a source to help determine its credibility and reliability. We will discuss how to know if the resources we find are not just real, but are also high quality to use for research. This is very important because anyone can put anything on the internet, even if it's not necessarily true. To be good readers and researchers, we have to become internet detectives to look for clues to find high-quality, reliable information online. For this lesson, I've put together a Padlet of resources for you to explore. The resources across the top begin to explain how to evaluate resources by asking questions, digging deeper, and looking for specific clues. There's a vocabulary box to go back to in case you need some reminders on the specific vocabulary that may be used in the posters or in the videos. There are questions that you can ask in the PDF, so the 5 W's of website evaluation: who, what, when, where, and why. There's also a deceptive detective poster for you to look at. How do they affect getting your attention? Why do you think this message was created? So these are questions to ask yourself when looking at different resources. There are also videos and another poster that show you where to look for specific things. So it's showing you the title, or the spelling or grammatical errors, because sometimes if people just post random things on the internet, they don't always check their spelling. Who is the author? Is this an author we can trust, or is it just somebody random? Are there references or links to citations? And what is the website? So what is its purpose? You may also use the checklist, like the small one from our BrainPop video, checking to see if the website tells you if it has a publisher, an author, if it has a bias, if it leans one way or the other, if it's in-depth, or if the information on the website is very basic. Is the information accurate? And is it up to date? Is this a very old website, or is this a new one that we can explore now? There's also a checklist to use when you're doing your practice that will bring you up to a checklist that you can type in. So what is the title of the web page? Where did you find it? The title of the home page. The page is sponsored by, if it's an organization, a company, a university, or a person. Then you can summarize, how do you know if this is a source that you can trust? Is this a high quality website? And then you can click Show Me My Net Check page. You can also go back to the Padlet, that'll open in a new tab, and watch the videos either in a new tab or within the squares. At the bottom, there are a few resources and websites that I've brought together for you to practice your detective skills. The first practice wants you to decide if these 3 websites here are real or fake. You may use the checklist that you type into, or the basic checklist, or you can go back and use the posters and ask yourself those questions. Then you have to make the decision based on those clues and what you have learned to decide if the website is real or fake. So there are 3 of those to practice right here. The second practice wants you to not only look if the website is real or fake, but to also rate the resource to see if it's high quality to use for research. Is the information organized very well? Is it there's spelling errors or anything like we discussed earlier? Is the website easy to use? Is it very user-friendly? Is it very kid-friendly? Or is it very hard to understand? There are a lot of different things that go into deciding whether or not your resources are high quality. So I've given you a chance to practice on these 3 websites here. This is a fun fact-finding website that you can use to check images with from Google, because not all images are from credible sources. So you also have to fact-check those to make sure that those are images that you can use and you can cite in your research if you need to. Now, put on your detective hats and have fun exploring.